Queen Marika the Eternal obtained unimaginable power when she ascended to godhood. As the vessel of the Elden Ring, she would reign supreme over the lands between until her betrayal of the Greater Will. But what was her life like before she was deified? What were her natural powers and abilities as a Numen woman? In this video, we'll be exploring this very question and learn how the answers may have huge lore implications as we know it. It all started with a hilarious conversation with the Blackguard where he used the expression,
"Marika's tits. You must be hungry."
Soon after, Goldmask revealed that Marika and her better half Radigan were quite literally one and the same, taking the biblical expression one flesh to a whole new level. Immediately upon discovering this information, I had to find out more. After researching the scarce information available about Marika's past, the one theme that kept reappearing was her Newman origin. I scoured every item I could locate in the lands between to learn more about this mysterious land and was taken back to the character select screen. It was here that the Newman race was described as follows: the face of the Newman, supposed descendants of denizens of another world, long lived but seldom born. If we take a moment to closely analyze the flavor text, the Newman people seem to be descendants of otherworldly beings that are characterized by their increased longevity and low birth rate. Another interesting fact is that there is no in-game mention of a Newman man. Item descriptions for the Black Knife set also support the fact that each and every one of the assassins who murdered Godwyn the Golden on the Night of the Black Knives were all women. The Newman's rune simply confirms that the Newman people hail from outside the lands between and are the same stock as Queen Marika. Sadly, the Black Knife weapon and Tish Ash summons don't add anything of value. The Latin word Numen, when translated, means the spirit or divine power presiding over a thing or place, which truly serves as a perfect description of the role Queen Marika the Newman played for the lands between. Now, what follows is a theory based on my observations of Marika's ability to transform willingly from a woman to a man, and the fact that she can impregnate herself as evidenced by her twin offspring, Malenia and Miquella. Queen Marika's ability to change her sex is not a unique skill. In fact, this ability is a characteristic of the Numen people, and due to their unnaturally long lifespans, they are capable of asexual reproduction. After witnessing Queen Marika's transformation to Radigan firsthand, it is clear that the two inhabit the same body. Marika and Radigan never truly split apart and existed as separate beings, but rather as two beings with separate wills and minds who shared the same form. This begs the question of how Queen Marika could have impregnated herself to bear her twin children. If we turn to nature, the female small-toothed sawfish is capable of parthenogenesis, which is defined as a natural form of asexual reproduction in which growth and development of embryos occurs from an unfertilized egg cell. In essence, the sawfish is able to get pregnant without the need of sperm from a male partner. This is typically a last resort utilized in situations where there is a severe lack of males or there is an immediate need for offspring due to favorable conditions that promote rapid population growth. If we return to the lands between, based on our observations of the true nature of Queen Marika's transformation into Radigan, we can conclude that they did not reproduce sexually, due to the fact that they inhabit the same body and cannot both be present simultaneously. The only other method of reproduction that would make sense would be asexual reproduction, which more specifically, parthenogenesis. Offspring resulting from parthenogenesis are genetically identical to the mother. However, males will lack one of the X chromosomes instead of inheriting a Y chromosome from their father. This provides a solid explanation of how the twin Empyreans were conceived and the reason for not only their physical characteristics, but their afflictions as well, as their genetic diversity was non-existent. Miquella in particular had a devout following that was uncertain if he was a boy or a girl. This is very likely due to his genetic makeup as an X0 male, and the fact that he was genetically identical to his mother. Not only that, he may also have inherited the ability to change from male to female as indicated by the entwining umbilical cord talisman, which, quote, changes the demeanor of wearer's actions, unquote. Although this item is not currently in the game, we can be certain that future content will feature Miquella and his abilities. If this is anything like the reversal ring from Dark Souls 3, it may similarly cause males to perform female actions and vice versa, based on the item description. After witnessing Marika's ability to change into her male form, Radigan at will, and observing the genetic expression of the Empyrean Twins firsthand in-game, it's undeniable that Queen Marika is capable of asexual reproduction through parthenogenesis. This discovery has provided us even more insight regarding the Newman people and their capabilities. It's amazing to think how many more details Miyazaki-san has hidden in the lands between, considering this finding of mine required me to scrutinize the lore at the genetic level. It's only a matter of time until more lore is unveiled, and I have no plans of stopping my research anytime soon. So that's all for this video, and until next time, it's the Inhuman One, signing out.